All right, so today we're going to be trying out a couple different things. I'm live streaming in vertical mode first and foremost, different than what I've done in the past. Ecamm's new feature, to live stream to two different aspect ratios at the same time is it's crazy. It's unreal. And so I've been kind of working with designing layouts and different designs for the live streams, both vertically and horizontally, so I can do even two different camera setups or two different angles. But we'll get into that. Right now, I just kind of wanted to go live and test this out while creating this, but without this. So first of all, let's make sure everything is working correctly. I'm taking feedback, not even feedback per se, but influence from the Generator podcast. He speaks so intent. What is it based on? Intentionally? He speaks intentionally. So that's what I want to try to do as well. And now we just need to redesign this screen share. You can see we have admin, assets, stream overlays. Where did I save this one? This one is 2cam overlay. Let's just search overlay. Is it stream? Where could you be? Overlay. And yeah, I'm streaming on TikTok for the first time, and we're trying it out as well. They have like weird features where I have to put the camera as a virtual cam into TikTok's own streaming software, which is weird, but we're trying it out. But I don't see where I would have saved, to be honest with you. So many different files and places and things, and I have to find some time to go through and organize all of these files. Let me put on I'm using a beta software right now, but if I do live demo mode, I don't know what this does in vertical because it still shows in the preview the scene before. Where could you be? Because if we're streaming, see, this says horizontal and vertical, but I'm pretty sure that's just what's set up. Okay, yep. Let's open up the preview program monitor. We'll pop that up on the prompter, the Elgato prompter. Love it. Zooms in real quick like that. All right. Perfect. Well, let's open up. Did we not save this overlay? Imagine. I don't know if we did. I don't think, right here, stream overlays. Look at that. Exactly where I thought it would be. Look, see? Look, you can even see I got inspiration right here. So just the concept of like 2 stacked, and then I was measuring out, right, based on the top. Like there's this top area. I'm still doing live demo mode. I'll have to see what that looks like later as a test. But it doesn't bring in TikTok comments if there are any. It just keeps it. I wonder if there's a way to show TikTok comments. If you know, let me know. If you use Ecamm or know of a way to bring in TikTok comments using TikTok Live Studio into Ecamm, that'd be cool. I guess I could have them on a separate monitor, right? Like put it on my iPad or something. All right. So yeah, just for like layout, still use the same, design kind of I've used on everything. But now with this idea, and I think we need one without this at all, right? So let me copy this artboard. Then I'm going to edit file, revert. It's going to erase everything back to the last save. Now it's going to make an artboard down here. Paste this artboard. Bam. Now I just have that on the same thing. To me, that's quicker sometimes, but whatever. So I just use this as a green screen overlay. I'll save the file, bring in just this artboard. Right, I'll save this artboard as a PNG with, I could have done it with transparency, but I just wanted to use the feature, the green screen feature. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe it's less intensive on the software if I don't use it. But we're going to say full screen overlay. And this is artboard 4. 150, I think it's at like 720. No, it's at full 1080 vertical, so that's plenty. 150 PPI, that's going to get down to 720, right? Pixel counters. Let me know if that math was correct. Let's go to Ecamm live demo mode. Again, I don't know what you're seeing right now, so my apologies. We're going to put this full screen overlay on. And it automatically loads it to the 16:9, but we're going to put it to the 9:16. And it makes it very big. I wonder if there's a way to like just put it there. Let's try. So if I just drag it on to the right side, it's still interesting. I wonder if there's a way to do that. One request I have to submit is for Ecamm to be able to manually edit the width or height of one of the shapes like this. Like I just want to specify that this shape is 720 tall. So then it'll automatically be the size that I need, right? I don't want to spend time trying to get it down to the exact size when I already made it the right size, right? Perfect. So now we have this. And again, I could have made it just transparent, but this sounded more fun when you go into the settings for the object and select green screen for the blend mode. Bam. But we're going to copy that, put it on this other scene instead, because we just want to hear. Kind of like it. and then back. Bam. But this one has the overlay. Bam. Cool. Sorry, that took a lot of brain power. I couldn't really talk for a minute. So now we have the 2-screen, face cam, screen share, spot where you could see comments, I think, coming in. Because then I don't need to use Ecamm's built-in feature, which is kind of cool, right? I could add a comment in like this, right? But I don't know. I feel like, which is normally dope on a 16:9. So on the left side. Okay. Reset. Face cam. Screen share. Full face. Looks good. Wish it was a little different right there, but I mean, it looks fine, right? It looks good. All right. Cool. So that is complete. Just going to save and exit the file. And bam. Now we need to do the, actually, let's keep that open, right? We need to make a file next for the, why is it taking forever? Okay. File for, what was it for? Oh, it's the secret podcast. Yeah, man. Well, we'll start it. Start it up and see what happens. You've made it to, what does Colin and Samir say? You've made it to the deep end. Let's align this, make it the right size, which is 1920. Align it to the center, align it to the top, put it on the back. Same for the bottom, right? Be consistent with your design. I use the same look and feel on the website, unquestionable.com, right? You want to make people comfortable where they're at, right? You want them to know your brand. But you can do it without it if you want. Either way is cool. Except this is so laggy right now. Wild. All right. So if I delete this, right? This is where we'd have 3 cams. Let's put a background, 1920, 1080. And let's make it that cream color. What is this? Paste that over. Should I put some background music in here? Probably, right? I don't think I made a swatch library yet, which I should. I should. Testing out the stream. Yeah, dude, I don't know. I feel like I got, what, that was like 10, 15 minutes. That's like my tap out. Okay. Next, I'm going to continue designing this live stream template. I'm going to use just bits and pieces from other things I've designed in the past, right? There's no need to kind of go crazy. Pop it in, pop it in. So we'd have, this would be like the mainstream, right? And if I do an event stream, right, I could design what that might look like too. Where I have cams and I go back and forth. Is this 16 by 9? 1813 by 1020? Info. So right here, I could put like what the segment is about maybe when it's live. So like, I'll test that out too. But right now I'm testing out how it'll look if it's just a logo, like an icon. Probably like within like a circle, you know? Like if this is like a circle, you probably want it to be something like that. As far as the shape, I could go left a little bit, but whatever. Oop. Okay. Now if we have this here, that's fine. And then we just bring all of this forward. Right? And then you just have the cams behind. And then so this is like a 2-part. Export this piece separately. We're going to, again, copy, paste. Go to the second artboard first and paste, because otherwise it'll paste. I guess I might still do the same spot. Oh, what's here? What's here? Oh, this is the full screen one. Perfect. Perfect. Dude, I need to get my soundboard together. Fun stuff, man. So I could do that, or yeah, I have to check this out, man. 20 minutes. It's all right. It's a good little test. Just see how it went. It's cool. I'll have to do like a little outline or something, or like I have so many reminders. I just don't want to like.
You can't wake up.
Still asleep. I hadn't woken up.
I'll talk about this. Okay, the other quick thing is that SpaceX basically acquired XAI or is merging with XAI.
I think you're right that they acquired XAI.
Yeah, and are merging with it by acquiring it. And XAI acquired X, Twitter. So the reason that people think that they're doing this, I mean, now it's the combined company is valued at over $1 trillion, which is insane. And I know that they have been talking about eventually taking it public, and it would be the first IPO to IPO over $1 trillion, which is just
how much
ridiculous.
of that trillion do you think comes from XAI versus SpaceX?
So that's the thing. Okay, SpaceX is hugely profitable. XAI is not. XAI is reportedly burning over $1 billion a month on both data center fees and employees, which is just insane.
Light work. Sam Altman wishes that's all he was burning.
Yeah. Ironically, they basically merged XAI and Twitter because Twitter was losing too much money, and now they're merging XAI/Twitter and SpaceX because XAI was losing too much money.
It's weird. That's just such a weird company. Sometimes I think about Tesla was already kind of a weird company when you think about it, as far as the range of things that they would make. Yeah. What other car company makes both a $40,000 sedan and a $200,000 sports car, and it is what they would claim to make, and a semi-truck? And a pickup truck. I can't think of a car company that does all of them well.
Does Toyota have a sports car?
Do they have a $200,000 supercar? And a semi-truck?
Don't they make trucks aren't the big
Toyota
16-wheelers?
Toyota makes trucks. I know Volvo makes trucks. There's some, but
Toyota makes Volvo's one. Yeah,
that was already strange to me.
I don't think Toyota makes semi-trucks.
No. Oh, sorry. I just meant big pickup trucks.
Yeah. Okay, I don't. But then the Tesla semi-truck. It's what company does all of these things? So this is an even weirder set of companies.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a software company, an AI company. We also have a social network, and we also do rockets.
The way that Musk is trying to
this is so funny.
Make this make any sense is he's saying that in order to scale AI, you're going to have to put data centers in space. And the only way to do that is with SpaceX. So now you're going to put these AI data centers in space that are powered by solar.
He's doing the pointing.
I can't wait.
And then at the very end of his statement, he's like, and a free speech social media network. And it's how does that have anything to do with the rest of your industries? I don't know. It kind of feels like we're accelerating towards that sort of, I feel like in Back to the Future and every sort of future movie where there's a lot of dystopia going on, there's always the Musk Industries type thing. And that's what this company is eventually going to become because Tesla, they're getting rid of their main cars. They're having problems constantly. I would not be surprised if in 2 to 3 years, Tesla also merged with SpaceX.
And then they add SpaceX rockets to the Roadster, and it finally ships, and it obviously was going to happen the whole time.
Finally, I don't know about finally ships, but he can make the excuse because he has said that they're going to put rocket boosters on the back of the Roadster.
He has said that.
He said many things. Yes. So you could see him making that argument, and I feel like they would just call it X Industries or something, and it's just everything. If you wanted to make the everything app, he is certainly making the everything company. I don't know about the everything app.
I feel like every time one of his companies merge, it's to solve the problem of another company. But what is going to happen after space? When SpaceX and let's say they do this, and then they need to keep growing. What do you merge with? There's nothing left.
Well, luckily, SpaceX is actually bringing in a lot of revenue.
For now, while the government is giving it all its money because it's defunding NASA, but
Yeah, and Starlink brings in a lot of money. Yeah, Starlink brings in a ton of money.
Yeah, I do think the big point, though, is that, there wasn't enough liquid capital to keep
XAI running.
To keep not even XAI running, but just keep XAI expanding.
Yeah.
To keep pace with its competitors. And so Elon was just well, I could tap into my other companies' money. Sorry, investors.
It's like when Microsoft bailed out Apple, except you're bailing out yourself.
Ellis and I were talking about a tweet we saw earlier.
Bootstraps.
Ellis and I both saw a tweet that was Elon's buying Twitter for the 3rd time.
Damn.
Speaking of
big disappointments,
I don't know. There's probably rare metals in rocket ships.
I kind of like the big disappointments.
Oh, that was a better one.
We can keep it. But let's keep both.
Speaking of potential big disappointments,
there you go.
Fair.
And I'm not talking about what my mom said before I was born.
Damn.
The Samsung Galaxy S26 There's a report that it will not have Qi 2. And I know that I said I was 102% sure. And you know what? I'm doubling the down. No way. I'm doubling down because I got nothing to lose at this point.
Well, I'll explain.
To lose.
Do you want me to explain why?
Yes.
So Ben Schoen at 9 to 5 Google did an article, and what happened is there's leak of some S26 cases. Now the issue with these cases is there's two versions of them. One with a magnetic ring, one without a magnetic ring. And when you have magnets in the back of a phone, they work really well to connect to a ring. But when you have a case now in between that magnetic connection without another ring adding additional magnets to keep the strength, you're losing kind of the features of the ring. So we're kind of looking at this case with no ring as the writing on the wall of there's probably no magnets inside.
You know, if Samsung liked this phone, they should have put a ring on it. That's all I'm going to say.
Damn.
That was a bar.
So good.
I don't know, man.
That was good.
Now Google is going to have all these ads that are like, we've had magnets for 2 years
Pixel
and Samsung
snap.
can't get their together.
Why?
They're not wrong.
Samsung? I have all these like theories and like I'm working on a video idea now about we were talking about silicon carbon batteries before, about how we've seen this divide of some companies just going for it with silicon carbon batteries and some standing on the sidelines and not jumping in. And I think that's interesting. Samsung is standing on the sidelines, but Samsung isn't doing anything with their main flagships, which is, I get it. It's like the 3 and the Y. It's like
Privacy screen.
That's totally valid. Actually, that's kind of really interesting. And we'll get to that maybe in a little bit. But it's like the design itself has been unchanged for the past like 4 or 5 years now. And that's not that there's anything wrong with the design, but you kind of start to wonder, are they going to improve anything? Like the cameras haven't gotten much better. The chip just gets the normal spec bump every year. The batteries have been almost the same size every year. It's been 4 or 5 years since we've gotten a real meaningful change to these phones. And I don't think they're going to do it. And this was an opportunity to do something to give people with 3-year-old S23s a reason to upgrade. And they just skipped it. So it's interesting.
I think they're just leaning into less towards consumers and more towards just like business phones and just being able to like ship the default of everything and
It's not a great path to go down to continue doing it. It feels like the way to get forgotten really easily, but when you're trying to be the default. But
I guess it depends because like when people buy Android phones, besides the enthusiasts, do people just want reliable same? Or do they want?
Yeah, I guess that's us enthusiasts talking, and then regular people just buying the same thing over and over anyway. And it's like, why should they change it?
I feel like Motorola and LG kind of were doing that, and then Samsung kept being like, "We're flashy, look at us," and kind of took that share over, and then became the default, and now they're coasting.
Yeah, but LG also made the wing.
Yeah, well, because LG was already scared at that point. Yeah, that was their.
They did like have a gimmick on every phone that they sold, though.
Yeah,
which is, I mean, that was the thing at the time for Android phones, so you can't really blame them for that.
Demo.
This one though, like adding magnets to the back. So we've heard how like maybe silicon carbon is longevity might be an issue. Like they're maybe still testing stuff. A couple magnets on the back to ensure better like charging and give you some accessories seems like the safest bet in the world. I want to know what the potential downside other than profit margins is on like
I can't see it.
Okay.
Also, because Samsung phones are like the phone that you switch to from an iPhone. Like you would want to have all of the available features. People who have tons of MagSafe accessories, just give them the magnets.
I've only really heard of people switching to Pixels from iPhone because I think you need a lot of pull if you're going to switch from the iPhone. And the Pixel is the only thing that has like a lot of interesting, fun things that might actually make you think about it.
It is. I wonder, I think Samsung could be the one but the way it gets switched from an iPhone isn't, I want to use this instead of an iPhone. It's Apple did something I really don't like.
Okay.
Which has been in the news lately. And then like, now I'm going to switch because I'm anti-Apple going to switch to what the default is.
Or Samsung was like, we can make more money if we sell you a case with a magnet in it.
That partially is. I bet the real excuse is 99% of people use case and the case is going to have the magnet in it if you really want it anyways.
And Qi 2 Ready probably costs less licensing than Qi 2.
Yeah. Is it? It's still, I don't know the specifics.
Because there's Qi 2 Ready and Qi 2 are
do you
like
still need licensing
things.
from the same
To be able to, from the Wireless Power Consortium.
I just feel like
to
at
be able to use the
Samsung's
logo.
scale, why are you penny pinching? Like, just do the thing that everyone would like.
Because you sell hundreds of millions of units, and then a penny becomes $100 million.
I wonder how long ago this phone was just made already.
It is the S23 plus plus
It's
plus.
looked the same. They haven't really added anything. You know?
I love when people say that.
That's actually a good point. We're acting as if they're making this decision yesterday or today. Yeah.
Because like, how
they
were
knew
they going to know
tariffs
that
were coming, they
Pixel
made-
Snap was a thing or MagSafe? Like, do
Yeah.
people really want that? I don't know. Let's write it out and see. I bet eventually they'll.
MagSafe's been a thing, though. I
Yeah.
feel like they could have gotten on this
Since
a while
the
ago.
12.
I will say this reminds me of a headline that was maybe a couple days ago, which was that Nothing made another announcement, Nothing the phone company, that they were not going to release a new flagship Nothing Phone 4 because, and they actually said, they don't need to release a new flagship every year because, you know, if there's nothing new to come out with, then why release another flagship? And some of us were like, yeah, that's actually a totally valid place to be. But if you're Samsung, every year is somebody's third year on a phone and they're going to get ready to upgrade. So every
That's a good
year
point.
is an opportunity to have something with the newest chip on the shelf. So of course they're going to make a new phone every year. They're Samsung. So I see both sides of it. I'm just like, it would have been so easy to put the magnets in.
Also curious for Carl Pei to be like, phones are going to be much more expensive this year, and we're not releasing it.
I do think because this looks exactly the same. One way this could have been a sweet phone is like you add two cool features to it. If you added the like in-display privacy protector and Qi 2, for the enthusiasts, you kind of have a banger.
You're looking
Like,
at the MVP award.
I actually
baby.
think
It's like two big
Question:
things.
what if they just put that stuff in the Ultra, and then like cute? What if the Ultra had Qi 2 built in, and these cases?
I mean,
are only for
technically,
the
that
regular
could be
ones?
true.
Yeah,
Have they
because
done
that's
it?
the
give them that
enthusiast
idea.
phone. Like that's the enthusiast model, right?
It's the
We'll have to
expensive
see.
one with the margin to play with.
They could just
you know.
start shoving the enthusiast features just into that phone.
And if it has success, then move it down to the S27 or something.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We'll have to see.
It takes so long.
So this isn't full confirmation that it won't have it, but
Yeah.
it seems unfavorable to the Qi 2 fans out there.
Yeah.
There's dozens of us. They're
Hey, there's
probably
a
all
lot of
listening to this podcast too.
I mean, everyone loves MagSafe, so everyone loves Qi 2.
It is. I still think it's the best phone accessory or feature that's happened in the last 5 years.
For many people that upgraded from Pixel 9 to Pixel 10 or just wanted to, it was a big reason why a lot of people justified doing it. So even
not
though they could
not the
just, like,
lanyard on the CMF Phone 2 Pro.
Oh, I did forget about that.
the lanyard,
It's pretty good.
and
too.
the upgradable accessories that they will keep adding accessories for. Totally,
Definitely
for real,
forever.
on God. Well, speaking of things that we thought would be real but apparently are not, Apple has canceled the Pro Apps bundle for education, which was like the best deal of the decade,
It really was.
and then they just quietly removed it. So
I wanted to put this in because we just gave Apple a ton of credit on creating the Creator Studio subscriptions, but also leaving all the one-time purchases. They haven't gone totally off the rail and taken that all away. This is specifically the bundle for education. It was $200 for Final Cut Pro, Logic Pro, Motion Compressor, and Mainstage, which
my
is
God.
honestly, I feel like they forgot about it and one day just went like, people can still spend that little.
That is an insane deal.
It's a crazy deal. You still can use an educational discount to buy each of them individually.
Okay.
It is way more expensive to do it that way. I don't know when this happened. I think the first time I saw about it was like a week ago, but it's recent enough that AI Overview, everyone's favorite 100% accurate AI, still says that it's available and attempts to link it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this just feels like the first crack in the wall of be wary of us offering one-time purchases for the rest of time.
I still think the one-time purchases are great deals. I mean, obviously this was an incredible deal. I'm looking at this now: Final Cut, Logic, Motion Compressor, and Mainstage for $200. Even just Final Cut and Logic for $200 is a great deal.
yeah,
I looked it up. It was, I think, well, I gotta get it right now.
Final Cut's like $400
it was-
non-education.
Yeah,
right?
$400 lifetime, and I bought it like almost a decade ago at this point.
300. Final Cut was 300, I think.
Either way,
Yeah.
got my value worth out of that. So
yeah,
it's
$299. Yes,
it makes sense for them to go for the edge.